We'll be starting in 10 minutes, guys. Can't wait to talk to you about today's subject. Looking forward to it. Warning, the following program is rated MA for mature audiences. Now, with that being said, our podcast is not for everybody. There's certain things that are going to be dropped and said that you're either going to like, disagree with, or maybe even hate us for. But that's okay, because we're here to give people a fresher perspective, give them a new way of looking at things. This podcast is not going to be one of those sugar cookie cutters, make you feel good podcasts. It's going to be one of those podcasts that's going to give you direct truth, honesty, and in that honesty, there might be some moments where you might not like us. We're going to give you some hot sauce. And what I mean by that is we're going to share with you things, our experiences, and things that we've went through, and lessons we've learned to help you navigate and be better in the dating world. There's also going to be some truth moments. We're going to tell you guys some harsh realities as well. And we're also going to be dropping some gems. And what I mean is golden nuggets to help you have a better and more successful dating life. Plus, there's also going to be some spicy moments. That's why it's for more mature audiences only. But with all that being said, I also want you guys to understand this is a platform of peace and respect. Disrespect will not be tolerated here by anybody. Comments that put people down will be deleted and you will be removed from our groups or social media, because this is an open platform for us to come and have different perspectives, for us to agree to disagree, not to put someone down for what they believe in. Because again, you're not going to believe in everything that we say. Some things you're going to be like, nah, I don't agree with that. And that's okay. We want you to disagree with us. But we also want to be able to give you fresher perspectives where you're like, you know what? That makes sense. This is how men and women think. This is how they navigate the dating world. Because the thing is, it's not about it being perfect. It's about getting results. It's about finding the people that you want to be with, or finding your one person that you want to be with. And we're here to help you do that through our experiences, the books we've studied, the videos, applying that information to our lives and getting the results that we were looking for, either with dating or relationships. So welcome to the podcast. We're really looking forward to having you guys and can't wait for you to be a part of our groups and our Patreon group. Let's go. Let's get it done. Hey everyone, this is Michael White. I'm really looking forward to talking to you today. We got the house cleaning out of the way, that this is a platform of respect and peace, and disrespect will not be tolerated. This is a bonus episode, actually, for the one that we already did, Can Men and Women Be Friends? This is a bonus episode just from me. I want to do something a little special for you guys. I'm going to show you guys a video, and we're going to talk about it, all right? So I can't wait for you guys to see it. We're going to show a little something. We're going to watch the whole thing through together. And then we're going to give our opinions on it as well. So I'm looking forward to it. Again, we're going to talk right after this video.
Will rival his first breakthrough bestseller. So where did this come from?
I mean, it's a blessing, true enough. But really, it was just me sitting down being honest. All of my friends are men. I don't have female friends. I don't. I'm incapable of that.
Why? What do you mean?
Well, because come on.
Because you have a wife.
Well, I have a wife, and I don't really have female friends because look. Okay, let's get rid of this myth right here. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. Let's get rid of this right here. You're an attractive woman. There's some guy somewhere saying, "Yeah, we're friends." No, that's not true. He's your friend only because you have made it absolutely clear that nothing else is happening except this friendship we have. We remain your friends in hopes that one day there'll be a crack in the door, a chink in the armor. And trust and believe that guy that you think is just your buddy, he will slide in that crack the moment he gets the opportunity. Because we're guys.
Men think this way?
99.9% of us think that way. And you tell this to a woman and it just blows her back. No, I have male friends. You have male friends because they know it can be nothing else right now. I tell you what, all your male friends, just ask them in a friendly way. If I wanted to date you, would you be okay with that? And watch the fireworks. Watch. I'm telling you.
Now, that's today's video, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about what Steve Harvey's saying, right? And we're also going to talk about what me and my business partner discussed in our previous one. You see, it's only possible for men and women to be friends under two conditions, or three maybe. Number one, that person's married. Number two, they're in a relationship. Or number three, you've known them since you were a kid and it's an avenue that you never want to venture down. So now that we've got the house cleaning out of the way, and we're actually going to give some truth, because on this podcast, we don't...
It's not the cap.
You know, I mean, we're not here to give any cap or lies or anything like that. So let's be honest about it. It's very impossible for men and women to be friends. Very impossible. Because that's the thing. If you take two single people and they're both single, and the girl or the guy has established that they just want friendship, it is very hard for the male. I'm going to give the male perspective, and my business partner is going to give the female perspective. She's not here today. I'm going to be covering the next couple episodes, just so you know, so you're stuck with me, unfortunately. But she will be back on June 16th, and we're going to continue it together. But as I was saying, it's really difficult for men and women to be friends because men don't want to be friends with good-looking women. And it's really hard for women to grasp that because, again, men and women are looking through two different lenses. Women are looking through it from, oh, he's just my friend. And the guy is looking through it is, wow, she's my friend, but she's really attractive and I want to date her. And, you know, sometimes I realize that a lot of men are shamed for wanting to not be friends with women. Oh, you can't handle it. And all these other things that come with it. You're mean. You don't care about me. It's not that they don't care. It's just men are hardwired to want to date good-looking women. Women they're attracted to. And in a lot of scenarios, if that's not an opportunity for that guy, you know what I mean? He's either going to leave. Because, you know, as Steve Harvey said in his interview right there, most guys will try to sneak into the friend zone, and then when the armor's chinked, then they're trying to, hey, you want to be together now? I'm your shoulder to lean on type thing. So you see what I'm saying? Like, a lot of guys will play the role for a little bit until he could see an opportunity for his shot. You know what I mean? It's the same thing with a girl, both sides. You know, they're going to play the undercover agent until it's time to execute the mission. And, you know, that's why it's just better not to be. Because it's not beneficial. Now, I know it's going to be asked, well, Michael, don't you have girlfriends? No, I don't. I have girls that I talk to, but I don't hang out with them, like, regularly. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. The word friend is a very strong word. The word acquaintance is better because you don't hang out with them and talk with them all the time. Because what a lot of people don't understand is, what is a friend? Let's pick that apart, right? A friend is someone that's there for you, supports you, cares for you, and understands you. It's a support system. That's why we have friends, correct? So if this person has established that they don't want to be with you, but they want to be your friend, they're still requiring something from you. They're requiring your time, energy, and attention. That's what a friend is. So they still want something from you, but just not in a, I find you sexually interesting manner. Right? So they're still requiring that thing. So let's say you choose to take the friend route, right? You choose either guy or girl. You choose to be this person's friend, right? Let's say they start dating other people, correct? That are not you. Because the thing is, when someone tells you that they only see you as a friend, they don't see you as a sexual option. You don't do it for them. You don't excite them in that way. That's fine. That's okay. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. You feel how you feel. So if this person has established that, and let's say they start dating other people, correct? When they start doing that and things start going wrong with those people, or they have problems with those other people, who are they going to come to? Their friend, which is you, guy or girl. So now you're in a position where you have to hear about them dating other people that are not you. They've chosen other people besides you, and you're going to sit and listen because you're a friend. And it's like, at the end of the day, it's not conducive. It is not conducive, because it's like, if you're looking for a partner, choose people to choose you. You know what I mean? Like in our previous stream that we spoke about, and this is coming from a female. This is not me just sitting here
Stop the cap.
capping and talking crap. Excuse my language, but she said it herself. Majority of her guy friends have made a move. Majority of her guy friends have stepped to her, were her friend for maybe like a couple months, couple years, and stepped to her and said, hey, why don't we turn this into a thing? Because we also have to explore, what is platonic? Platonic means it goes both ways. And let's be honest, 95% of the time, it never goes both ways. Never does. It either goes like one way. Like the girl thinks it's platonic for her, but not for the male, or the other way around. And, you know, that's where we have to start looking at it and saying, is it really conducive for me to keep all these girlfriends or guy friends? Now, we're going to do a little bit of story time. We're going to rewind a little bit. And we're going to go back into my past. Right? So, back then, I used to play that role. And people don't do it intentionally. I need you to understand that people don't do it intentionally, right? But I'd always play the friend role. I loved being around women. I loved the feminine energy. I loved the positive. I loved it. So I loved being around and helping women and doing all the other things, right? But at the end of the day, let's keep it 100, because that's what we do here. They treated me like one of the girlfriends. They told me all their problems, life problems, relationship problems, non-relationship problems, personal problems, everything. I was like a go-to therapist. I was like that guy, right, that they can lean and rely on, right? So think about it this way. The girl was benefiting from it, from all of it, because I was the shoulder to cry. I was everything. I was a rock, the mountain, whatever you want to call it. But how was I benefiting? You see what I'm saying? Like sometimes I wanted to date some of these girls. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I wanted to. And I always kept my mouth quiet because, again, I never wanted to ruin the friendship, right? But over time, and things started to open up for me, is I realized that anything this girl could offer me, I can get from my guy friends, right? Because I'm a man, right? So when I have man problems, who should I go to, right? I should go to my male friends. It's like if you have a problem with your heart, you're not going to go see a mechanic. You're going to go see a doctor, right? It's the same scenario. You know, I would rather go see my male friends and say, hey, I'm having this problem, than go to my female friends. So I don't like to use that word friend very strongly. So I used to play that role, and I'm telling you guys, it broke me down, because I watched them choose all these other bad men over me, like men that were treating them bad, disrespectful, rude, cheating, all these other things. And I was the guy to pick up the pieces after they would call me. I was that guy, whatever, right? And then I would also have to see them go back to these men. And I'm like, why am I doing this? Like, this is so inconducive to my mental health. Like, this is not working for me. Because I was getting hurt, right? So they're reaping all the benefits. And I'm like, yo, like, what's going on here? Because that's the thing. We have to understand that when you're putting yourself in those situations as a guy or a girl, this person's extracting resources from you, time, attention, and energy. But what are you getting in return? Oh, I'm giving it to you in return. But whatever you're offering to me, I can get from my guy friends, or if it's a girl, she can get it from her girlfriends, right? Because the point of, and again, I know some people are gonna be like, that's rude, that's mean, that's this. No, but the point of women and men interacting is to build, right? To get together, have a relationship, build. You know, this whole guys and girls can be friends thing, it's an easy cop out to not hurt the other person's feelings, right? Like, it's totally okay if you're not someone's, cup of tea. Like, no one's forcing you to be with that person. But it's like, even in my scenario, I liked somebody before, and they weren't ready, which is totally fine, right? And they offered me friendship, and I said, no, I'm sorry, I can't do it. And the person said, why can't you do this? And I said, because I'm looking for a relationship. That's what I want. So me being your friend isn't conducive to what I want, because I'm looking for someone to pour into and someone to pour into me. So me being your friend, I'm pouring into an empty cup, because we're never going to get to be together. So I let it go. She let it go. We moved on. I caught up with her later, and she said, I found what you said very offensive. What you said is you don't want to be my friend. I found it really hurtful. And I said, well, look, I wasn't going to lie to you. I said, let's keep it 100. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you want something different than I want. And, that's why we always have to tell the truth. And let's be honest, when is it ever where the guy and the girl both want the same thing? Right? Like, and again, I'll speak from a male point of view, and maybe my female business partner throughout the week will upload her version. When is, like, put it this way. If your guy friend wants to sleep with you, it is not platonic no more. You know what I mean? Because I've had this argument with some people, and they said, well, it's normal. Everybody wants to sleep with someone. If they have the opportunity to do so, they'll do so. Yes, that is true. But if we're using the friend and we're putting it in that friend frame, and you're saying, well, he's my friend, if he wants to sleep with you and there's a sexual attraction, he's not your friend. He wants to be with you romantically. If he says yes, or he jumps on that opportunity, that means that there was never a friendship. There was more sexual attraction, but he just took it because you set the boundaries, you set the rules, you set the tone. Right? So that's what I mean. I always tell girls that all the time. And I'm like, you want to see if I'm lying? Go test it out yourself. And I've had a few girlfriends test it out, not at my own will, but we would have the conversation. They would message a few of their guy friends. And you know what? 95% of them said, yeah, I'd sleep with you. If you called me over and said, hey, I want to have some bedroom fun, they're like, I'm coming over. So technically then, is that person really your friend? It's not platonic no more. So I think a lot of times we have to stop living in this fairy tale land and bring ourselves back and say, hey man, this is not working no more. And, I'm going to speak to the females here. Think about it this way. If majority of the guys, you're putting them in the friend zone, like guys that you're friends with, doesn't it show that it's not working? The numbers are there. If you, like what my girlfriend said in her previous, like my business partner, what she said in her previous thing, 95% of her guy friends have tried to get with her. And she said it doesn't work because the numbers don't lie. So, we need to...
My detector test determined that was a lie.
We need to stop lying, because the numbers show. If you have like a bunch of guy friends and all of them have always tried to get with you, or there's friendly jabs here and there, then sweetheart, it's not platonic anymore. It doesn't work. Then you need to reassess your situation to say, you know what? Maybe something's a little wrong here. So you can get better results, because I'm sure you don't like having to break those guys' hearts or put them in the friend zone. But at the same time, this is guys and girls. You see, you still want something from them, their presence, their time, attention, and energy. But think about it. Those things that you still require from them, wouldn't you prefer that they give it to someone that wants to be with them instead of having it in this friendship bubble where it's never going to evolve? And that's how I've always looked at it now. So like me personally, I chat with a lot more guys now. I still chat with females 100%. Like, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I still have girls that I chat with regularly, but I don't hang out with them regularly, right? Because I'm not trying to put myself in those situations. I'm not trying to put myself in a situation where I don't get the results I'm looking for, where I get told, well, you're just a friend. You know what I mean? Because I would rather be with someone that chooses me. And you know, it's just like Steve Harvey said, it's hard for guys to be friends with attractive women. It is, you know what I mean? Because a lot of the times they're gonna want to date those women. A lot of those times they're gonna want to build a life with them. So, you know, when we're looking at it in the grand scheme of things, does it work? Yeah, only under 3 circumstances. But I would say as a single male, like someone myself, you know, focus on your purpose, because nobody should be your world. Like 100%. Like no one should be the focus of your life. You should be the focus of your life. The best relationship you should have is with yourself first. And I agree with that cold-heartedly. You know what I mean? I wouldn't tell anyone else to put someone else above their own well-being. So that's how I feel on the subject. Obviously, you know, you YouTube, Google it. There's different perspectives, different views, different things. But a lot of situations when you see the YouTube videos and you look at the numbers, most of the time, guys and girls can't be friends. It doesn't work. So that's just Michael's perspective. That's other people's perspectives. Again, you can come up with your own conclusions, your own views. So with that all being said, you guys have me next Wednesday and next Friday. We're going to keep being consistent with our videos and our times 100%. Because again, we love you guys. You're our audience. We want to give you guys the best. So our next subject is going to be this: insecure in love, and how anxious attachments can make you feel jealous, worried, and needy, and what you can do about it. Because I feel that in a lot of situations, a lot of people self-destruct their relationships, not intentionally, but due to their own volition, because they haven't healed, or they haven't dealt with any internal pain, and they ignore it and pass by it and never take the time to really self-analyze and take accountability. So I'm going to read from you guys a little bit of that book, and then we are going to discuss the topic at hand. That's going to be Wednesday at 7 p.m. And then Friday is going to be a brand new topic. So I'm really looking forward to sitting down with you guys and mixing it up. And as I said, me and my business partner, this is our baby right here. You know what I mean? We want people to enjoy the content. We want people to have fun with the content. And before I go, you can follow us on Twitter. You can follow us on Instagram. You'll be able to follow us soon on Patreon, Spotify, and we also have our Facebook page. So again, we're looking forward to mixing it up with you guys. And again, we want you guys to disagree with us on some subjects, because again, you're not going to agree with everything we say. Some things we say is going to rub you the wrong way. But if we're rubbing you the wrong way, that means we're doing our job. Because we can sit here and tell you fluffy bunnies and fluffy kittens if we wanted to. But what type of podcast would it be if we just sit here and make you feel good? You don't come here to feel good. You come here to get results. You come here to be better. You come here to live a changed life, to get your dating and love life better. Now, obviously, again, I'm going to give a disclaimer. A lot of people will say, well, relationship, and you need to be in a relationship to give love and dating advice. No, you don't. You can base it off your experiences. You can base it off of people that have come to you multiple times and you've given them wise advice on the subject that they've been able to apply to their life and change it. And then maybe, you know, stuff that you've been able to apply to your own life and change it. You see, a lot of times they'll say, well, you need to be in a relationship. But see, you've had relationships your whole life and you've obviously grown from them. You've obviously become better from them. So I believe that if the advice you're giving is good, capable, and it's helped people, you're doing the right thing. Now, if you've given advice and it's bad and it's terrible, then maybe you should stop doing that. But I don't believe that dating coaches or relationship experts or whatever you want to call them have to be in relationships. They could have just had healthy and bad relationships, but they've learned and grown along the way, and they've been able to share that wisdom with people along the way. So with that being said, guys, I'm really looking forward to next Wednesday, 7 p.m. And we're going to talk about insecure in love. So we'll see you guys soon.